Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and today I am watching Mahou Shoujo Site Episode 4. So, last episode, and so I'm looking at their names here. You're trying to find somebody, a magical girl, who could help Rena, because right now she's like in a coma. So they need to get information from her about this disaster that's supposed to be happening soon. But I mean, they can't get information from her because she's asleep. So they're thinking about who has some kind of ability that can bring her, like wake her up. So they look at her book, because she had a book of magical girls with like their abilities and stuff like that. But they couldn't really find anybody. Not that they could. They did see one girl though, and they were like, I kind of feel like I've seen this girl before. And it turns out, like, as they're saying that, which usually happens in this kind of situation, there's an interview going on with this idol group, and the girl is on there. She's one of the members. I don't remember what her idol name is, but I believe from what I saw on the site, her name is Nijimi, or something like that. Or Nijimi, or something, yeah, something like that. So they see that they're having like a show and autograph session close by, so they go. And when they go to the autograph session, and it's their turn up, they start asking, her questions, about being a magical girl and this and that. And they stop time, and they teleport her to some empty road, like someplace close by where they could walk over there and find her. And when they get over there, they start talking to her, finding out, yeah, she is a magical girl. She was really excited to meet a couple of other magical girls because she wants to make friends and stuff like that. But she couldn't talk at that moment. A couple of her fans ended up finding her because she just disappeared, because they teleported her away. So she's all, okay, well, here's my address. This is where I'm staying right now, the hotel. Come by tonight, like, I think it was tonight I think it was like 8 p.m. or something like that, and I'll talk to you guys about, anything they want to ask her. So they leave, and at around that time they head to the hotel, and they get there, and she's getting followed by a couple of I guess you can call them bodyguards, and they get on the elevator, go to her apartment, and they see that she has a bunch of servants, and they ask about them, and she says they're like her fans and that they would do anything for her. So yeah, so she reveals her, well, they call them sticks. She reveals what her stick is. They show it in the theme, the panties. They give her the ability to control, like, anybody. Whatever she says to somebody, they have to listen. So they talk. They're, getting some kind of information out of her, and they basically tell her that they need somebody with an ability who can wake up one of their friends who's like passed out, like in a coma. And she starts explaining a certain incident that happened to her. Nijimi is explaining this situation where she used to have a friend but she was killed by the magical girl hunter. And she, I guess, was almost killed. But because of her ability, she was able to stop her. Like, she was getting ready to kill her, and she just yells, "Stop," and because of her stick, she has to listen. So she just stops in place. But she uses that other ability she had that put her in that box, so that magic doesn't affect her. But all that really allowed her to do was get away, because she couldn't attack her. When they found that out, Aya and Tsuyuno found that out. They're like, okay, well, we can't take her to see this person, because she told them that if she ever found her again, she would kill her. And they need information out of her, so they can't let her kill her. So they just basically say, okay, well, we kind of have to go now. We have, some stuff to take care of. So they're getting ready to leave. Nijimi tells them, give me your contact information and we can, continue being friends and stuff. So they write down their information, hand it to her, and they leave. And then as they're leaving, they're like, wait a second. Did she just use her power on us? Because, I don't... It makes sense that it was actually her power, because she did tell them to give her their information. Their, contact information. It's like phone number and stuff like that. And later we see them at the hospital, and they're talking. We also see the bully that Tsuyuno had cut her throat. Because she's in the hospital too, the same hospital where Rina is located, and yeah, she's definitely mad because she doesn't know where Aya went, how she cut her throat, all that kind of stuff. And then she sees them in the hall. They're talking outside of a room. I think she actually sees them come out of it about what they're going to do, and I think they mentioned something about magical girls, so she goes over there after they walk off and goes into the room that they were just in. And the site admin to the magical girl site is in there, looking at Rina. But he's kind of thinking to himself, what is he supposed to do, because she's no good anymore. And the bully had just walked in there, so he looks over. Well, he, I don't know. It's got Frieza's voice, but it looks like a female, so I don't know. The site admin is just like, oh, okay. I think we could use you. Ooh, sorry. Meanwhile, back at Aya's house, her brother is getting really angry because she's always spending time with her friends, or, So he is unable to vent his frustrations to her, and by that I mean tie her up and, punch her in the, all over, and just do whatever he wants. So he goes into her room, looks around, kind of snoops around on her computer, and sees that she was trying to look up the magical girl site, so he types in the address and nothing comes up. Just gets that error saying that it's not found and all that. So I don't know. Excuse me again. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. So yeah, that's what happened. So I don't know where it's going to pick up. If it's going to pick up with the bully getting the powers for the the magical girl powers, or what. So let's get into this and see what is going to happen. Let's see. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.